Hello and welcome to the JB&M Sports Fanatic channel. Thank you so much for joining for this video as we're going to be discussing T.J. Ward, who announced his retirement. The former Pro Bowler played with the Denver Broncos as well as the Cleveland Browns. And he had a tremendous career making an impact and was able to help anchor the secondary as they were able to beat the Carolina Panthers in Super Bowl 50, where they had Peyton Manning at quarterback that year. And it just all came together, honestly. And as you can see here, he arrived to Denver, they say, with a purpose. Having never played a national game with the Cleveland Browns, as we all remember prior to last year, the Cleveland Browns generally was the laughingstock of the NFL for quite some time over the last couple of years, or really last few decades, because they had the longest drought in terms of being without a playoff game at the time. And it was just, they were switching coaches like gloves, and it was just a lot. But obviously, he wanted to compete for a championship. So going to the Broncos, it was the perfect timing because around that time, Manning was coming back from his injury with the Colts. And so he was able to go over there. But not only that, just being able to help anchor the no-fly zone, guys like Akeem Talib, they definitely played a huge part in having an exciting defense, also with guys like Von Miller. And it's just all across the board. They had some standouts. And so he was a part of that really great group. So he had a tremendous 8-year career, featured 2 Pro Bowls. So this was definitely something that was really big for him. Now, in terms of how his numbers looked throughout his career, like I said, he was drafted by the Cleveland Browns going back to 2010, in which he started all 16 games as a rookie. He had 2 interceptions and 123 tackles. So he came right out the bat, hitting hard for 123 tackles, which would end up being his career high in terms of tackles for a season. But that following year, only got to start 8 games due to injuries, had 39 tackles, and then he would have his second best season in terms of most tackles in 2013, where he made his first Pro Bowl, but that was his final year with the Cleveland Browns. He had 112 tackles that year and also had 2 interceptions, one in which was returned for a touchdown. So at that point, he's 4 years in the league. Okay, so he's doing great, and he finally made the Pro Bowls, got a name for himself, but he's like he wants to compete for championships. And so in 2014, he makes the Pro Bowl again, this time with the Denver Broncos, as he had 2 interceptions and 74 tackles, with that along with 2 sacks. And then the following year, he had 61 tackles starting 12 games, and also combined that with 2 forced fumbles. So, yeah, definitely out there making plays. Then his final year with the Denver Broncos came in 2016. And in that year, he was able to accumulate 87 tackles and also 1 interception. Throughout his entire career, he was able to accumulate 8 interceptions, and also he had 607 tackles. So he definitely was a playmaker throughout his career, but definitely the impact that he had went far beyond just the numbers that you see there. And also, he also did spend 1 year with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers as well in 2017. But yeah, he definitely was a huge part, particularly for that no-fly zone down in Denver. And what a stellar career. I mean, he was drafted out of Oregon. So, and right off the bat, he was able to hit the ground running and make that impact immediately. So definitely have major respect for his game. And he's definitely someone that had a tremendous impact on the NFL within the last decade in the secondary. So definitely happy to see that he's walking away on his own terms. It's not due to, like some type of like not being carted off the field due to injuries or anything like that. So definitely was a tremendous story. Great guy, and definitely happy to have seen him play. And as always, thank you so much for watching this video. And as more news continues to drop, you can be sure to find it here. So thanks again for watching, and have a great